everyone. Today I'm here to talk about implementing organizational change. As you know, there's an old saying that you've probably heard, that the only certainties in life are death and taxes. And yes, that's true, but one constant for all of us from birth onward is change. We may hate it, we may love it, we embrace it, we resist it. Most of us throughout our lives will respond with each of these extremes regarding the changes we experience. Most times we'll probably settle in between. We'll resist and then accept. We'll consider and then move forward. As Buddha says, everything changes, nothing remains without change. To initiate change in an organization, it's best to start by having an understanding of the existing environment and evaluating from there. If we want to make a change, we need to seed from the current methods of doing things. To start, we need to comprehend the lay of the land, so to speak. Change is more likely to occur when the forces for change outweigh the forces of resistance. When the forces for and against change are equal, then the organization stays in a state of inertia. Kurt Lewin, who said that, also developed a three-stage model for organizational change: unfreeze, change, and refreeze. To visualize this, you look at a cube, frozen cube, melted water for change, and refreeze it as a sphere or perhaps a cone. So you unfreeze, you get ready to change, you comprehend why there has to be change, and you prepare people for change. You break down the old model. Once it's melted, you take that water and you shape it, you restructure it, because here it's malleable. There's fluidity, communication is key, and you get buy-in and understanding for this change. Now you refreeze your new shape, your new way of doing things, you accept, you improve your environment, and you stabilize. According to Sun Tzu, supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Gentle change. A recent article by the Harvard Business Review titled "Great Leaders Can Think Like Each Member of Their Team" emphasized that the best leaders of diverse teams can speak the multiple languages of their teammates based on their own experience and learning. The most effective leaders understand and appreciate the limits of their capabilities and lead diverse individuals to fresh solutions. No one teammate can discover this on his or her own, and translating team differences leads to complementary skills. According to Sun Tzu, if you treat your men as your own beloved family, they'll follow you into the deepest valley and into change. Now that we comprehend our environment and whether or not we have the momentum for change, we next explore our needs. We did well in the past. We're doing okay now. Why change? We'll do well in the future. Well, according to Darwin, it's not the strongest of the species, and it's not the most intelligent that survive. It's the ones that are most adaptable to change. So appropriately, after considering Darwin, we need to explore. We need to realize if we need to initiate change, and we need to evaluate the best way to go about making these changes. In the article Managing Change One Day at a Time, also from Harvard Business Review, it explains you cannot force people to change. You can only help them want to. The ways organizational members understand and interpret events influence both their individual responses and organizational functioning. According to Sun Tzu, he will win whose army is animated by the same spirit. If your entire organization is on board, everyone is adaptable to change. Fast forward to 2008, and Marshik and Grant tell us in their research that organizational discourse connotes an eclectic variety of perspectives based on a range of disciplines where the central focus is the role of language and discursively mediated experience in organizational settings. So basically, we need to discuss. We need to obtain buy-in for the changes that we want to make. We establish our vision, our goals, and our methods. Once we've had the discussion, we experiment. We implement change, and we need to prepare to reflect and adapt. In the midst of chaos, or change in this case, there's also opportunity. So I mentioned I'm a librarian, and libraries are generally very collaborative environments. It's our culture. If I want to change a process, maybe introduce a new way to incorporate information literacy on campus, what do I need to do? Well, I've been peppering in words like comprehension and exploration, so we need to seed, C-E-D-E, from the past. You can consider these our basic steps to guide change. So we comprehend. What are the current practices, the climate on campus in this example, and is there an opportunity here for change? We explore. We look at the relationships, who is involved. We discuss. We talk with others. We get opinions. We get buy-in to these new ideas. And we experiment. We move forward and we take our new process for change. We seed from the past, and then we can implement changes. According to Sun Tzu, there are not more than 5 musical notes, not more than 5 primary colors, and not more than 5 cardinal tastes. But there are more flavors that can ever be tasted, more hues than can ever be seen, and more melodies than can ever be heard. There are endless possibilities, combinations, and a lot of pathways to begin and adapt and change. My hope after spending these last few minutes listening to me is that you too have changed, even just a little. Thank you for your time.